Ever wondered what is and isn't possible in Rust? Let's dive into the different categories such as vehicles and movement, raiding, building, survival, sound, animals, and world interaction. Hey guys, Jfarr here, and let's get started. Can you destroy the Chinook with a drone? No, the Chinook will plow right through it. Can you destroy the Chinook with a minicopter? Yes, doing so will destroy both yourself and the Chinook in the process, but at least you'll get the loot. Can you ride a bike down the cave bucket hole? Yes, the bike can easily fit down the hole, but be careful as you can take fall damage on the bike. Watch out as you can also crush your head against the hole when entering, knocking you off. Can you use a tugboat to respawn at monuments? Sometimes. Tugboats can't be parked directly outside of an ocean monument like the oil rig. You can see an icon in the top right to know if you're blocked from respawning. However, you can still respawn outside the underwater labs and land-based monuments. Can you jump at the last second from a heli to survive? Yes, jumping at the last second will save you from dying. This can be used to quickly get on top of roofs like the launch site. Can you use a homing missile on AI helicopters? No. As for the Chinook, it doesn't even lock on, while for the patrol heli it lets you lock on and shoot, but it will always deploy flares to avoid being hit. Can you fly a minicopter into a chain fence and not blow up? Yes. If you fly directly into the fence, it won't deal any damage. Additionally, you can also fly into the fences at monuments to quickly stop without taking damage. Can you drive helicopters like cars? Yes, after turning on the heli, hold control while trying to fly up, and you'll start moving forward instead. Can you land a minicopter on a moving train? No, landing a minicopter on a train will not carry the momentum, causing the vehicle to slip right off. Can you transport smaller vehicles in larger vehicles? Yes, it doesn't work for all vehicles, but you can get minicopters on tugboats and even a rowboat onto a transport helicopter. However, a smaller vehicle like a bike will always just slide off. Do dropped items weigh down your vehicle? Yes, dropped items do slightly impact the performance and speed of a vehicle like the rowboat. Can you rotate walls with F1 grenades on them? No. This used to work but has since been patched. So if there's anything deployed on the wall, it can no longer be rotated or upgraded. Can splash damage go through walls? No. Splash damage will only apply to neighbouring structures with a direct line of sight to the explosion. Do doors have a weak side? No, doors can be placed anywhere around with no fear of them being soft-sided like walls. Do floor grills block projectiles? Absolutely. They'll block all damage just like a regular roof. Do fences block projectiles? No. Chain link and prison fences can be shot through. Can you survive a landmine on full health? Yes, but you can't just be naked. You'll need to be wearing heavy plated armor or the asbestos armor inserts. Do weapons lose accuracy as durability drops? No. Weapons will perform the same at all durabilities. Can you use fire to negate fall damage? Yes, a ball of fire can act as a physical object, causing your player to slow down and get stuck in it as it falls. Can you look inside bases when F1 killing? No. This used to work when up against the wall looking straight up, but has since been patched. Can you build a base underwater? Yes, but it will be limited to vending machines for storage with no ability to place a tool cupboard, so you'll need to keep repairing the base. Does TC cost scale linearly? No. Initially the TC cost remains the same, but as you add more building blocks it increases drastically. Then proceeds to drop off, with an additional bump in cost at around 65 blocks. Does solar panel placement direction actually matter? Yes. Having your panels face away from the sun results in no to little power being generated. You'll want to place your panels facing the north, as that's where the sun will arc across the sky. Can campfires give you comfort through walls? Yes. Alone you can only reach 50% comfort at a campfire. If there's somebody nearby, this will increase to 75% comfort. meaning someone outside is in the radius and is boosting the max comfort. Do you lose resources if a lock container is destroyed? Sometimes. Destroying a lock crate will not destroy any of the items. Destroying a TC will result in some of the resources used to upkeep the base being consumed. Finally, destroying a vending machine will result in half of the resources being lost. Do large medkits always give you a 100% chance to get back up? No. Typically, if you bleed out, as long as it's in your hotbar, the medkit will be consumed and give you a 100% chance of getting back up. However, this doesn't apply to full damage, as it will always be left up to chance. Does overheating kill you? Yes, but only while standing next to the flame stack at the oil rig. Otherwise, in biomes you won't lose any health. Does cold weather stop passive healing? Yes, being too cold will stop passive healing from comfort. Do you continue to die after logging out? No. If you're bleeding out, starving, or freezing from the cold, you can log out to avoid dying. When you log back in, you'll remain where you last left off. Can other players hear you in bushes? Yes. Even if crouching, players can still hear the sound of bushes. Can other players hear you looting? No. The looting sound is only for you and can't be heard by other players. Can you hear turrets through walls? Yes, but barely. After there's a wall between you and the turret, the sound drops right off. But if you listen carefully, you can hear the sound of the turret if it's close enough to the wall. Do footsteps sound different with shoes? Yes. Each shoe type has a unique sound along with the surface it's running on. Can you sneak up on scientists? Yes. Crouch sneaking behind them lets you get up close and personal before they detect you. Compared to going in front of them, it's a big difference. Do gunshots alert NPCs? Yes. Gunshots will draw their attention straight to you. Does yelling in-game at wolves scare them? Yes. Yelling into the mic at a pack of wolves will scare them back, along with swinging your torch. Can horses eat canned food? Yes, they'll practically eat anything. Will the patrol heli shoot us if we're holding a bow or crossbow? No. Primitive weapons are safe. However, if you pull out a gun, you're in trouble. Can trains collide with barricades? Yes. Sometimes they'll go straight through them, but if you place enough, it will slow down the train and eventually stop it. Can you kill people in safe zones? Yes, but it can't be done by just shooting them, as players can't directly deal any damage to another player in a safe zone, even if you're outside and they're inside. Some of the ways you can get players killed is by getting them to accidentally smack you, running in front of their car as they drive in, or getting them to jump into your minicopter and crushing them against one of the light towers, making them fall to their death, or put them into the outpost spikes to eventually kill them. Does it need a rain to fill up the water catches? No, they'll eventually fill up over time without needing any actual rain. Do plants grow faster in different biomes? Yes. Each biome will affect the temperature the crops grow in, which can slow their growth down if it's not a suitable temperature. This can also be resolved with a heater if it's too cold. Can you loot airdrops before they've landed? No. If you reach it, it will come with an option to open, but nothing will happen if you attempt to do so. You can use a water gun to put out patrol heli fires. No. Nothing you do will put out the heli fires, as they're based on a timer to slow players down from quickly taking the loot. Can you fish in the underwater labs? Yes. It's actually one of the best places to do so, as you can still grab yourself sharks but also the orange roughy, which can sell for a decent amount. And that's it. Thanks guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.